Welcome back to more of the Fruit of Grisaia. Here we are on Michiru's route. Last episode, all of the friends came back from visiting their vacations and all that stuff, and well, it's got a lot more hopping in the dorms, but kind of sadly we don't really get this alone time anymore with Michiru. You know, was the playdate thing, you know, is coming to an end. I mean, you know, I don't know, was it all fake or was it real, you know? I think it was real to Michiru. So, is that you, Michiru? Welcome back. Remember, if you guys like the video, to like the video and subscribe if you want to keep up on all of your Grisaia needs. Oh, it's you again. You seem to be appearing a lot recently. Now this is the other Michiru.
仕方ないでしょ。あの子が怯えて外に出ようとしないんだもの。ずっと部屋に閉じこもっているようなものよ。
That's not good.
実際、部屋に閉じこもってることも多いけど。
With what? Yamo. The cat.
その猫と一緒に部屋で遊んでばっかり。どうも君にもあまり関わらないようにしてるみたい。
I suspect she probably doesn't want to be hurt again, so she doesn't want to see us or really anyone. Why would she do that?
わかるでしょ。怖いのよ。依存してしまうのが。
Yep.
いつか失うことを恐れて近づけないの。思春期には珍しいことじゃないけど、少し彼女の場合は大げさね。
So, is there something I can do about all this, or?
そうね。
After briefly thinking it over, she answers in a careful, deliberate tone.
病院に連れて行ってあげることが一番だと思うわ。
Hospital.
彼女はとても不安で、それを誰も慰めることができないもの。
That might not be a bad idea. Sounds like a pragmatic approach.
君が永遠の愛を誓って自らの血を捧げたとしても、その約束が本物だという証拠がない限り、あの子は安心しない。
Boy, it's gonna feel really bad when I dump Michiru for Sakaki eventually.
かといって永遠を証明するために何十年も時間をかけるわけにもいかない。
That's true. In these days, we have plenty of respectable, competent psychiatrists. I see. She needs professional help at this point. There's only so much we can do for her, you know.
それだけじゃないけどね。隅々まで精密検査を受けさせてほしい。何かわかるかもしれない。
Either way, Michiru is not going to like that idea. But, you know.
でも仕方ないでしょ。
What else are we supposed to do, right? We can't go on the pretend dates forever. Aww. Lured by the sound of our voices, the black cat pops up out of nowhere. But after taking one look at Michiru, it pauses in confusion, then quickly retreats.
これは少しシリアスな話だけど。
Alright. Her face is suddenly grave. The girl stares at me steadily in the eye.
あの子がこれ以上おかしくならないようにちゃんと見ていてあげて。
I can do that. Guess that might be warranted. With those words, I turn and leave. The girl's arguments seem reasonable enough, but it's unsettling to take advice from someone I know so little about. Who or what is she anyway, really? I mean, I can speculate, but the answer's beyond my grasp. The more I try to fit the pieces together, the more of a scrambled, confusing mess the board becomes. Oh, I have visitors. Come in. I wait a few seconds, but the visitor makes no move to enter. I stand and proceed to open the door myself. Unsurprisingly, Michiru is standing on the other side with a dismal look on her face. What's wrong? I mean, you stopped by for a reason, I assume. How about coming inside? Come on. The girl was barging in without warning only just a few days ago. Things have changed. It's as though Michiru walked here through a rain shower. Her shoulders are slumped, and you can practically see the melancholy dripping from her bangs. Retrieving her Ramoon candies from that shark pouch bag of hers, she tosses one after another into her mouth. Perhaps the girl is trying to energize her brain with a rush of glucose, but this still seems somewhat excessive. You're gonna give yourself diabetes. Then people aren't immune, you know.
ならないもん。気持ちを落ち着かせるための糖分だもん。
She looks up at me with bloodshot eyes, seemingly waiting for me to say something. Fortunately, I have no idea what she's expecting, you know? What? If you got something to say, then spit it out already.
またデートしない？
Date? Michiru asked the question with the tentative weariness of a small animal peeking out from behind a tree. I think she may have deliberately framed the question in a way that allows her to pass it off as a joke, depending on my reaction. Didn't we talk about this before? That was just a game to kill time, right? Nothing more.
わかってるわよ。そうよね。そうなのよ。でもほら、楽しかったのは事実じゃない？だから、どう？
Think about it though. If the others notice, they're gonna take it the wrong way. I mean, you know how they are.
そうよね。わかってるわよ。ちょっと冗談で言っただけよ。でもさ、ほら、キスだけでもしない？
Kissing? What are you saying, woman?
なんでね。だから冗談だってば。あんた本気にしたの？まったくもう、ジョークのわからない男ね。
A joke has to be funny on some level. This isn't funny. I mean, it's hard to take it as a joke when you say it with such a desperate look on your face.
切実な顔なんてしてないわよ。
Yeah.
余裕。あ、ヤンメルおいでー。にゃー。私はね、別に寂しくなんてないんだからね。ヤンメルがいれば平気だもん。
God, does Yuji dare tell her, you know, Cat's not gonna be around forever. Eventually you're gonna be alone.
にゃー。ほら、いつものビスケットあげる。むちょむちょ。
The black cat instantly bites into the doughy cake Michiru offers, not even bothering to smell it first. Foolish little beast. Nothing good can come of allowing yourself to be so thoroughly domesticated. How that works, I guess. They say animal therapy can be surprisingly effective. You know, it's not uncommon for, you know, soldiers after war who suffer from PTSD to be offered like dogs as like companions, you know, help with the crushing loneliness. And, you know, I even heard of a story where one soldier actually was getting ready to commit suicide. He had the gun to his head, but his little helper dog licked his ear, and that's when he you know, came to light that, you know, I shouldn't do this.
何よセラピーって。私は別に普通だもん。
She turns her back to me and makes to leave the room, but she hesitates in front of the door to mumble one final comment.
あんまり他の女の子と仲良くしないでね。
What's that supposed to mean? I wait for the follow-up, you know, the anticipating something along the lines of gotcha, or perhaps you took me seriously again, what an idiot. But it never came. She just opens the door and trudges out. Things seem to be heading in a very problematic direction. As if to illustrate, the gathering rain clouds outside cast my room into grayish gloom. I'm neither a prophet nor a playboy, but I have a strong suspicion that the balance of this claustrophobic shoebox garden is rapidly breaking down. To fully decipher a story, you need to proceed through it in the proper order. Skipping ahead and learning how things end doesn't mean you understand the substance of the matter. We have no choice but to patiently absorb the author's words and wait for things to come together. But it can be difficult at times, even for me. I've been known to flip it forward a few pages and take a peek. I mean, once you've read even one line out of order, learned one thing you shouldn't have, it's really not possible to wipe your memory clean and return to your previous spot. Much like game spoilers. You know, if you get spoiled at the ending of a game, you're never quite the same. You can never really play through it with that mystical wonder, because you know how it all ends. Some say the journey is more important than the destination, but that is not always the case. No matter what sort of sentence it may be, you have no choice but to accept it. That's the price we pay for our curiosity.
そうしたらユージってば、私に向かってこんなこと言うのよ。それじゃコロッケが台無しだなって。
A croquette.
それはお兄ちゃんらしいのよさ。なるほどね。またその続き聞かせてね。もちろんよ。
Dismissed.
今日解散。
Daily gossip hour is over.
チルチルは変になったり元気になったり落差が激しいのね。でもそれがチルチルらしさなのよさ。人生はテンション、世の中は緩急、それが大事ってわけよ。ふふん。
Yes.
それじゃマキナ、おやつ食べに行こうか。
The girl's not running in 4-4 time, let me tell ya.
おやつだったらあれ食べたい。ジャイアントチョッキー。はいはい、買ってあげるからね。
Nice impersonation. Seems I've become something of a celebrity around here. Maybe I'll start signing autographs or something.
ああ、ユージ君。さっきまであの子ちゃんとここにいたのに、君の気配を感じたら急に引っ込んじゃったわよ。
You don't say. Is she that angry at me?
そういうことじゃないけど。でもどうしたらいいかわからないわ。
Well, that's to be expected, I guess. Things did get a little awkward. So you've been deliberately filling in when she feels like disappearing, then?
まあ。
What's wrong?
ごめん。部屋まで運んで。
Are you alright? Oh, shh. She's collapsed in my arms, limp as a ragdoll. Fainting in the middle of a conversation? This is a first. What the hell is going on with her anyway? I carry Michiru to her room and lay her down on her bed. Although I expected her to be out for a while, only a few moments pass before she groggily sits up. It'll probably take her a few moments for her to fully regain consciousness, but she appears to be alright. Unfortunately, the girl who woke up appears to be the Michiru I know best. Are you alright? Look at the light. I checked the reaction of her pupils with my penlight, but can't find anything out of the ordinary. Of course, at this point, I'm less worried about the girl's physical condition than her psychological state. I'm gonna be blunt, Michiru. You need to go to the hospital. You can't maintain a normal life under these circumstances. You know that yourself, don't you?
わかってる。ごめんなさい。
The girl said the same thing. It's probably an appropriate step at this point.
あいつって誰？
Shit. I forgot she doesn't know about the other Michiru. Although it seemed like she did. I mean, she knows she blacks out. I mean... Oh boy, this could be bad. Since I wasn't in a position to predict the consequences, I've been careful to avoid directly mentioning the other girl to Michiru, but I was too distracted by the problem in front of my eyes and my tongue slipped. Won't make that mistake again. Guess it's too late, though. Now that we've reached this point, coming up with some half-assed lie would probably be counterproductive. Instead of trying to bluff, I answer honestly. She's... Well, I guess she's the other side of you. The other you, I should say.
もう一人の。
Michiru slowly raises a hand in front of her face, then sits there staring blankly into her palm like a wind-up toy that's run out of spring.
心のどこかで こんな風に考えたかったの。眠ってる間に勝手に起き上がって水を飲むようなことと同じだって。無遊病みたいなもので自分が無意識にやっているって。だけどそうじゃないって最初から分かってた。ある時期を境に彼女が出てきたことを知ってる。はっきりともう一人いるんでしょ。
That's right. There's definitely someone else entirely inside of you.
そっか。そうだよね。うん。そうなんだよね。ユージは彼女とお話ししたの？
Is it raining? Yes, we've had several conversations.
何度か。
Many, I guess. To be accurate, I've been talking with her pretty frequently these last few days. I'd really appreciate a straight answer, Michiru. Who is she?
そんなの私だってわかんないよ。
I have the distinct sense that Michiru is hiding something, but there's clearly no point pursuing the topic further right now. I just offer a quiet nod instead. The girl seems to know you very well, down to every last little detail. You'd almost think she was standing over your bed and watching you sleep. But in comparison, you don't know anything about her?
うん。だって記憶がなくなっちゃうから、その子のことはよくわからない。
I guess there's nothing we can do about that. In any case, she said it would be wise to get you to a hospital and...
ねえ、ユージ。
Sure interrupts me mid-sentence. I answer with a curt yes.
どんな女の子？
What kind of... Sorry, what are you asking?
もう一人の私ってどんな喋り方でどんな風にものを考えてどんなことをするの？
Problematically broad question, but I decided to offer my honest impressions as they came to me. Well, the other you is sociable and proactive, even aggressive. Go make sure her opinions are known. That said, she refuses to talk about herself, so I really can't say much more. What I do know is that she seems to be a frank, no-nonsense person.
うん。それで
Michiru pesters me for more with the expectant eyes of a child demanding another chapter from a picture book, but I don't have it. I mean, the girl sometimes takes eccentric actions, but she makes sure to handle the consequences herself. She seems to prefer clear-cut lines of responsibility. She's unpolished in some respects, but on the whole, I think it's fair to say she handles herself well. In particular, she commits herself respectably with her classmates while you're out, to the degree that nobody realizes this is not the real Michiru, at least.
そっか。やっぱり彼女か。その子はユージから見て悪い子じゃないんだよね。
No. I mean, I'm not sure what standard you want me to judge her against, but I don't think she's a heartless sociopath. With that said, I know very little about what she's really thinking.
私より上手に生きれるんだとしたら、その子が私の代わりをずっとした方がいいのかもね。
I had a feeling this was gonna happen. Hold on. We shouldn't even be thinking about anything like that. If this is some sort of illness, we need a qualified doctor to call the shots here. Although I keep it to myself, a certain proverb does occur to me. 2 kings can't live in 1 country.
難しくてどうすればいいかよくわかんないや。
But for some reason, there's an oddly relieved smile on Michiru's face. It's the expression of someone who had a wad of gum couldn't peel off the bottom of their shoe by pure chance.
次の質問。ユージはその子のこと好き？
Ooh. if you're asking whether I feel animosity toward her, then
違うよ。そんな話じゃない。女の子として好きかどうか。
that's difficult to answer. I haven't been looking at her in that way.
じゃあ、わかりやすく言えば、その子がユージにキスをしてきたら嫌だってこと。
I wouldn't shove her away, but that's all I can say. I recall my first definite encounter with the girl in question. When she did in fact abruptly kiss me, she justified it as the curiosity of someone without romantic experience, but in retrospect that seems a strange excuse.
なるほどなるほど。つまりそれって嫌じゃないってことだよね。
Hold on, Michiru. Is there some point to these questions?
ん？ちょっと待ってよ。ユージ、前に私がキスしてきたって言ってたぞ。ねえねえ、もしかしてそれって彼女とキスしたってこと？
The girl's normally about sharp as a pile of bricks, but she's honed right in on the problematic points. God, what a pain. That's right. I suppose we might have kissed. It wasn't my initiative, though. Girl suddenly pushed her lips on me. I had no choice.
そうなのか。じゃあ、私がファーストキスだと思ってたのは、そうじゃなかったってことか。
Michiru slowly traces her mouth with a fingertip as she speaks. Probably doesn't even realize she's doing it. As her finger passes back and forth along her lips, her previously clear face begins to cloud over. A deep wrinkle forms in the middle of her forehead, resembling the footprint of a bird in fresh snow.
前に私が落ち込んでた時、慰めに来てくれたよね。でもその時に、お前に言われてきたって言ってた。
We probably should have kept that one to ourselves.
それもそういうこと？つまり、もう一人の私に言われたってこと？
That's right. It was.
ふん、そうなのか。それは恥ずかしいな。ちょっとはそうかもしれないって考えてはいたけど、慰めに来てくれて、ユージって優しいとか思っちゃったし。
Michiru clearly feels that she's not in control of her own life anymore. The other one's calling the shots, cheering her up, telling her to go to a hospital. You know, Michiru questions how much she's actually in control now, it seems like.
あ、ねえ、デートは？私とデートごっこしてくれたのは？あれは？
I agreed because the idea of playing house with you didn't strike me as objectionable.
そっか。
But, to be fair, the girl had asked me to date you beforehand.
そっ
I don't want you to misunderstand what I just said, so I'll clarify. I didn't play house with you because the girl told me to. That was entirely my decision.
そんなこと言われてもわかんないよ。だってその子に言われたんでしょ。だったらわかんないじゃん。なんでデートしてなんてお願いしたんだろう。
She claimed to be asking because you'd fallen in love with me.
それすっごい恥ずかしいじゃん。それって私の気持ち全部その子に筒抜けってこと？
It's just what she said to me. Your feelings are something only you understand for sure.
そうだけど。でも
Aw.
実際に好きだもん。ユージのこと。
I try to answer I see, but the words just don't manage to escape my sudden hoarse throat.
ああ、もうおかしくなりそう。だって今もこの会話だってその子が聞いてるってことでしょ。
Possible.
その子は私よりもうまく人と付き合えて、うまくユージと会話ができて、自分から キスもできちゃう女の子なんでしょ。そんな子に私かなわないよ。
Michiru seems ready to cry at any moment. I head to the sink, fill a glass with water, and quietly hand it to her. She accepts it with a muted thank you, but doesn't drink.
私が今までずっとやってきたことってあんまり意味なかったのかな。ほら前に言ったじゃない。気がついたら全部がうまくいくようになってるって。それって全部その子がやってくれてたわけでしょ。だったら私がいる意味って何なんだろう。その子が私よりよくできた子だとしたら私の存在の意味は。
At the end of this long cascade of words, Michiru heaves a brief, heavy sigh, as if reaching a command to breathe in some invisible musical score.
私ね、ユージとデートできてすごく嬉しかったんだ。キスも初めてのキスだと思ってたんだ。でも全部違ったんだね。私バカみたいじゃない？
Not from where I'm standing. Don't worry about it.
気にするよ。すっごい気にする。どうしていいかわかんないもん。
She thinks we're making light of her problems. The black cat wanders into the door and twines around Michiru's lower legs, but her expression remains stiff.
ニャンメルと初めて会ったのも、大好きだって思った場所も、全部自分で見つけたわけじゃなくて、彼女に導かれたってことだよね。私何もできてないね。泣いたな。ごめんね、ニャンメル。今は無理だよ。ごめん。本当に。一人にさせて。
The cat rubs up against Michiru's feet persistently before finally realizing she won't be dispensing the attention it's looking for. It leaves the room in evident disappointment. It's almost like watching a shadow with its own free will break free of Michiru's body and escape.
ユージごめん。一人にさせて。
Okay.
私、彼女のこと好きじゃなかったんだ。でもこんな風になったら、どうしたらいいかわからないよ。
After silently patting Michiru's head a few times, they obediently leave her room. It's raining outside. I'm not entirely sure when it started, but our surroundings are already thoroughly damp, chill, and gray. Black Cat dashes off somewhere through the cold rain, casting a long, narrow shadow behind it. I try to call its name, but it's as though my throat has grown rusted. My voice is wiped out by the sound of the falling raindrops.